Was it Jeff Chan or John Chan?
No, Jeff Chang. Chang, sorry.
Jeff Chang. Right.
21 plus?
Chang.
I thought that was almost the funniest part of the whole movie.
But the fact that they called him Jeff Chang the entire time.
The whole thing. Jeff Chang. Did we kill Jeff Chang? And Jeff Chang's...
Like, if you even look at the list, the credits at the end of the movie, it was Miller, Casey, Jeff Chang, Nicole, Randy. Like, he was the only person that everyone called him by his full name. Folks, thanks a lot for joining us here at the Real Review Show. I am Baker.
The Geek.
We've got Samson here, and we've got the Rooster over here on the board.
Rooster, what's up, man? You got like a red face over there. What are you doing with that?
I got a little sunburn on my day off.
I think you're embarrassed. You're embarrassed to be with us.
You took a day off, huh?
I took one day off. It's like 2 years. Around 2 years.
Can you overdo tap out? By the way, you have a tap out shirt and a tap out jacket.
No.
Do you have tap out underwear?
Oh, tap out socks.
Do you have tap out socks?
If they made them, I'd wear
Can you get shoes and embroider tap out?
Are you wearing a puka shell necklace?
I don't relate to puka shell with the tap out. No.
Puka shell.
That's awesome. It seems bro-ish.
Is it like a surfing thing?
Yeah, you know the little white...
I would surf if I could.
Oh, who wouldn't? I would love to surf
if I could.
Why?
I've boogie boarded. I love boogie boarding.
I would like to go to the moon if I could. I'd like to be an astronaut if I
believe...
Well, that wasn't
what
we were talking about it anyway.
could. Why are you singing that?
Man on the moon. You wanted to go to the moon. You're a man. It makes sense.
You're a man. You wear a tap out.
Both of you are way off base, by the way.
You have a tap out shirt and a tap out jacket on.
I own both, yes.
By the way, folks, we're talking about 21 and Over, new movie by the guys who brought you The Hangover and The Hangover 2.
Guys, it's really the writer.
I just said guys because I figured at some point.
Well, that's how they do. And so the writer, was successful with The Hangovers, right? So they're going to let him direct his own movie. So he basically just takes The Hangover and does his version of it. And I'm sorry, that's what it was to me. It was like a knockoff Hangover. Even had that climactic, really, that climactic at the end of some realization that they had. I mean, it was like
the epiphany, yeah.
Right. I was like, really? I can't even believe it. And I turned over to the Rooster. I was like, oh my God, this is like The Hangover. And he was kind of offended. Yeah. He's like, oh, this is not as good as The Hangover. I was that's
Rooster,
not the point I was trying to make. Right.
Did I not lean over to you before this movie started and say, watch, they're going to go backwards. Please don't go backwards.
No, immediately you did say that, yeah.
I was like, this movie's going to go backwards. They're going to show the end first.
You saw the ass.
Well, it wasn't the end scene, but it was definitely close to it. Right?
Yeah.
Right. You're right.
Actually, it was kind of cool because it wasn't the very end. It was a little bit after that.
Yeah.
So, I got you.
But, I mean, it definitely had its merits. I laughed. There were quite a few times where I laughed.
Now, we've reviewed funny movies. Now, how many times on this show? How many times?
Not that many funny movies, no.
No. We more action and...
And what is my ultimate litmus test that I say at the very end?
Laugh out loud?
Do you laugh out loud? Is it hilarious?
I laughed out loud a couple times.
No.
I laughed out loud a few times myself.
So did he.
You chuckled. You guys chuckled, dude.
Yeah,
you guys chuckled.
But you're also... I feel like you're putting a biased litmus test on that. I mean, you say, do you laugh out loud? But then you're splitting hairs.
This movie is hilarious to you?
There were a few parts that were hilarious, yeah.
Hilarious.
It was pretty funny.
Yeah, there were a few hilarious moments in this movie.
Was there funny moments? I mean, funny and hilarious are kind of two different things, man.
Yeah, funny, you're like, nice.
You chuckle. You guys chuckled. But there was no hilarity going on in this movie at all.
No. Funny is, that was funny. I laughed out loud. I mean, there were a few times where I was
what point?
Wow.
What was that?
I'm not going to give any of those away.
Because you can't name them.
No, it was definitely towards the beginning of the movie.
You can't name them.
No,
this
I'm
is
not
the second
going to
time
give
I
this
called
away.
you out.
I flat out
was
said
funny,
I'm
you
not
can't
going
remember
to give
being
this
funny.
away.
No, it's not going to spoiler some stuff.
And actually, it's not the second time you called me out on funny. The first time you called me out on...
No. I'm talking about I called you out. You said something was hilarious or funny. And I said, well, what point? And you were like, I can't even really remember.
Yeah, that was that time. I'm saying right now, I'm not giving this away because I don't want to be the spoiler that you are, Mr. Spoiler.
They were all in the previews anyway. Were they not?
Not all of them.
No.
There were a lot of things in the previews that you thought were going to be the funny moments in the movie, and then you were thinking,
how many parts of the movie was crap?
How much of the movie was crap?
How about the fact that the guys were drinking all night, and Chang got completely hammered in the first 20 minutes, but those guys were able to drink gallons of milk, beer pong, do every weird kind of drinking game.
Okay, the one night was not realistic in any way for sure.
Well, none of them are.
No, yeah, you have a point, Samson. You do.
Sure.
Right? And then when it struck me is when they saw the dad. And they were just talking to him after they'd done the
Tower of Power.
The Tower of Power
challenge.
Right?
Yeah.
And after all that boozing, which they had already boozed a lot with Chang earlier,
yeah.
And then all of a sudden they're just so calm and cool, and I'm kind of going, man, that's almost not even funny. If they were just as hammered as he was, but not like completely blown.
No, I made that comment for sure. I'm like, was it 4:00 in the morning after like the first 30 minutes?
Yeah, it was 4 o'clock, but then somehow 2 hours lasted 2 hours in the movie.
And some chick was like, "Oh, well, we party all night." And I'm going, the night is not that long. There's no way. I did say that.
Yeah, I understand.
Okay, the time frame was way off.
I actually thought the best comment that was made within the first 15 minutes of the movie, and the rooster called out the mate. What was his name? Miller.
Miller. Yeah.
Okay. Of being a Jonah Hill knockoff.
And
I thought that
I got more. I got more to add.
Yeah,
to that.
but you talk about get pissed that I ruin movies. When you said that, it ruined it for me. But it was 100% appropriate that the fact that his whole character, I guarantee he watched every Jonah Hill movie and definitely studied Superbad and said, I'm going to duplicate this, but I'll be skinny.
And I'm going to say you're wrong, and I'll explain after Rooster makes his point.
Hold on. No.
Rooster, I got more to add to my statement.
Okay, go.
Okay?
Go.
Jonah Hill, in Superbad, it was his character plus Vince Vaughn, because he talked fast and kind of went over people.
Right. Yeah.
Vince Vaughn and Jonah Hill in Superbad combo, that was that character. Immediately, no questions asked. I don't care what you're saying.
That's not a bad.
That is exactly his character.
That's a good baby game. That's a good baby game.
He's Jonah Hill.
You can't be your own baby, you idiot.
Huh?
Jonah Hill in Superbad is Jonah Hill.
No. He said Jonah Hill from Superbad and Vince Vaughn gave birth to Miller in this movie. That's a good baby game.
Okay.
That was that exact character.
Yeah.
It was Jonah Hill sped up. A little bit more Vince Vaughnish. You know what I'm saying? A little bit faster, a little bit whatever
That's for all you movie executives out there.
That was that character. I didn't hate the character, but I didn't like him because he was a combo of two characters that I actually like.
Yeah, no,
so I kind of didn't like him because he was a combo of the characters I really liked, but I'm kind of, you're just copying two people. It kind of sucks. Where's your character? Where's your personality?
And I'm going to tell you exactly where his character is.
You're going to leave off.
All right, go ahead.
His character, this is not the first time we've seen this character from this actor.
I've never seen this actor ever in my life.
Yes, you have. Have you seen The Girl Next Door?
No.
Yes, I have.
He was the best friend who kicked the door at the store at the school open. It was like, "Effort for me, Matt, for me." That was that friend from The Girl Next Door with Alicia Cuthbert.
All I recall from that movie,
that guy
is an extremely hot chick.
And she was extremely hot.
All I recall from that
this
movie.
guy was the best friend who the whole time was same character. He was constantly saying, "Hey man, listen, I know that you're trying to get into this college, but come on, you got to do this. Make a porno. Come on, you got to do this."
What was up with all that crap?
Oh yeah,
loving
who cares?
Each other with all that.
Who cares about your future? You know.
Wait,
all
what
that?
movie were we talking about? Which one?
I'm
Both.
back on 21 because
Both.
who cares about the person?
Okay.
But I was making a point. If you
Right.
go back and watch Girl Next Door, you will see that character from
Well,
that
I don't
same
think that
actor.
movie's relevant because that movie sucked.
That movie was not. Did not. You said you didn't even see it. How are you?
Right. Because I know it sucked.
You didn't
So-
see it?
Wow. And
I
you're
know
a
it
movie reviewer? You're
Cinema
a cinema
snob.
Snob it out. Okay.
Because there's no way
So,
that movie.
you should
does
have-
anything.
Did she have red hair in the movie?
She did
No,
not. She had
did
blonde
not.
At some
hair.
She
point?
had blonde hair. Dude. There's
If
no way
if
I was
she
gonna
had-
watch
However,
If she had red,
Can we get off that crappy
Samson would
movie?
be like, oh,
Can
it's
we
the
get back
greatest
to-
movie
you
I've
don't
ever
even know
seen,
if it's
actually.
crappy.
It's the
You
most,
don't-
that's the best thing
Can
I've
we
ever
get
seen.
back to the movie we're reviewing?
Yeah.
If only
so
she had
anyways-
red hair.
Don't you think? I mean, they tried once again the dramatic element of, you know, them being best friends and we don't love each other, and then oh my god, you quit school, and then all this kind of crap, right?
Sure.
They
Yeah.
tried the dramatic element.
They did that,
They didn't
sure.
overplay it because at a certain point we're like, oh my god, they're gonna do all this, right?
Yeah,
Okay.
but they didn't. You're right. They didn't overplay. That
They
was
didn't
actually
overplay it, but they
borderline tasteful. Yeah.
But whatever they did do was just kind of stupid. It was kind of stupid.
Yeah.
It didn't even, it's like, well, I'm your best friend. I'm not going to be your best friend anymore. And we're not best friends anymore. And then
You're
you
not
guys
invited
feel-
to my birthday party.
Right. Then he got all butthurt about it. And then I was
But that was
like,
15 seconds, and all of a sudden they're
no, it
doing
was
something
throughout the
else.
whole thing. It was like, we don't hang out anymore. And,
Well, yeah.
and I was like,
That's
people think the Rooster and I are gay. I was like, there's no way we have arguments like this ever in a million years. You know?
Yeah.
People give us crap about being good friends. We're not having weird kind of conversations like that. I mean, I was going, I didn't like that aspect either. I thought their dramatic twist was kind of targeted towards the wrong thing. That he's obviously, that Miller guy's all butthurt that people won't be friends and hang out at this kind of hippie festival I've never heard of. You know? I don't know.
No, he's all mad because people don't, because his best friends or whatever don't want to stay with him in high school where his mind is still stuck.
High
and they're
school's
like,
great.
hey, can we become, brokers and doctors now?
And grown-ups.
And,
Yeah.
human grown-up people?
I thought the hot chick wasn't hot. The main hot chick was like the
She
one
was
that
not
leads.
She had, like, weird angles where it was like, wait, I bang. Wait, no.
What?
Well, no, I'd still
Well, no,
bang.
I'd bang her.
I'd
for
still
sure.
bang.
All moments,
But,
but that wasn't the question. She wasn't
I
hot,
thought
though.
she had a ridiculous
jaw was
grill.
ridiculous,
Yeah,
right?
what was that?
It was her
No,
jaw.
I don't think it was the jaw. It was recessed. It was her teeth.
maybe it was the bangs.
No, she
It was
had
a
a
combo.
I just like saying the
Bangs,
word bang.
jaw,
She was not.
awkward
She was
face
one of
looking.
the least hot chicks I've ever seen
In a
one
movie.
of these kind of movies
Yes.
like that. Ever.
I agree for sure. I thought
She
all
was not
those
hot at all.
the Latina chicks were very
Yes. I was gonna chase me down some of those.
hot. Woo.
But then I would run
was
away because
excited.
they could all kick my ass.
I like the scene with the.
I didn't care at all.
I like the scene
Okay.
with the Asian chick that opened the door. I thought she was
Oh,
funny.
it's-
I thought that was funny. That was one of the very
I
few
didn't.
times.
I thought
Really?
that was
She
a
was
little.
all being. She was all.
that was
being
very
crude.
heavy-handed.
Oh, what she was saying was kind of funny. She
Kind
was-
of,
she was
kind
crapping
of
on that.
funny. Yes,
Yeah.
I
Maybe-
thought more of the movie was funny than her.
It
kind
would
of
have.
funny
It would have been a
comments.
little bit more hilarious if you didn't see it on the preview.
Exactly. That was the point
Right.
I was gonna bring up. If seeing that in the previews, I already decided. I was like, that doesn't seem very funny. She's like, what? We're you think
We all
we're
looked the
all
same. Oh, I do
Asian,
know.
so we all know each
But
other.
it was kind of funny.
Yeah, but it was
Kind of
also
funny,
really
yeah.
fast. There was no
There
Hey
was
man, I'm,
funnier
I'm
times
reaching
at that
over here,
movie.
buddy, because I didn't think it was very funny.
reaching
Uh,
like Jack Reacher.
Well, you guys aren't even telling me the funny parts of it. At least I named one.
No, we were over there.
I'm
What
talking to
happened?
you.
You don't want to spoil it, or maybe that you can't think of too many funny parts in the damn movie. How about that?
Yeah, you say what
'Cause it
you
wasn't-
want. You
it
say
was-
what you want,
oh,
but our
It wasn't that
our
funny.
fans are gonna be more happy with me not spoiling the movie for them.
Oh, give
Correct.
me a break. Get out of here. Oh, that's ridiculous. Okay, so give me your rating.
My rating is catch it on DVD.
Really?
Yeah, catch it on. I think that this movie is worthy of catch it on Redbox, or even if you buy it to add to your Hangover collection, whatever. But I mean, it's a good movie for you to sit around and watch with your friends and be like, "Hey, check out 21 and
Such a
Over,
movie
man. It's
hole.
funny.
Not funny.
It was funny."
If that's
It's
extent,
funny
if
enough.
that's extent, oh, I guess that's
funny enough to see it on DVD. That's my
guess,
rating. That's what I was trying to get at.
I guess that's what they're
catch it on DVD, Rooster?
Catch it on DVD.
Oh, give me 5.
We're
doing 5. A high five.
It was funny. I laughed. You were laughing. We're laughing to each other. I got Samson over here just knocking some stuff.
You guys are, first of all, both of you guys are movie whores.
No.
Second of all, you're the one who spoiled it for me at the very beginning.
How did I spoil it for you?
The Jonah Hill comment was perfect.
Because I made a comment that made sense?
Oh, it was he didn't even get out of the taxi cab, and you're like, oh my gosh, his whole character is ruined.
Character.
Yeah. Okay. Well, later on, I made a comment. You were like, don't ruin it for me.
Yeah, no, you
stop it. I'm not going to listen to your crap.
In my ear as usual.
I was like, well, you're the first person to throw out some negative crap.
Well, hey, listen.
Your crappy comments are always like, I hate this movie. You hate it? Don't you hate it? And I'm like, just stop talking. I just want to...
So, Samson.
Okay.
What have you got for a rating? I gotta hear this.
There you go.
Only to be used as anesthetic.
Oh my...
I have one question.
Gosh.
Okay. Did you see Project X?
No.
Did you?
I did.
What was that?
Would you rate it better or worse?
Hey, what's Project X?
Project X was...
Same type of movie.
It's a big party that the dude
College,
throws.
big party.
Hey, that just came out.
That came out on DVD.
How did you guys watch it without me?
I saw it on...
Bunch of jerks going
I saw
on
it.
We watched
it
on
just
DVD.
came out. It just came out on DVD.
2 months ago it did.
No,
it's literally about a month ago, not even joking.
Right. And so you watched it with who? Your wife?
Yeah.
And you watched it with who? Your kids? No, I don't think so.
Myself.
Just by yourself?
I invited Rooster over. We were hanging out.
I do watch movies by myself sometimes.
No, I don't believe that.
I watch movies by myself, but they're by no means
the
movies I would talk about on the show.
Did you like that one better?
I would actually say Project X was better.
I do too. So you gotta see it, Samson. You gotta see Project X.
I will not watch.
It was better.
What you say? Because I'm a little pissed you watched it.
Oh, you're tearing up? You're tearing up?
No, I saw the previews for that. It didn't seem like a movie I would.
It's about the same
as
this movie, though.
It was
probably.
There were not, just like this one. There weren't a whole lot of laugh out loud moments, but it was a better movie.
Well, hold on a second.
Definitely better movie.
The reason why I liked Hangover and even parts of Hangover 2 is there was definitely levels of sophistication in there.
Yes.
It was kind of witty and whatever. Everything that we saw up to, them spanking the sorority, sneaking into sorority, spanking it. I mean, it was just expected.
Yeah.
You knew everything you were going to see. It was going to be absurd, and there was going to be ridiculous. Everybody was going to be naked. Right?
Yeah,
there was a lot of...
There was less female nudity.
Didn't I say that? I said it was going to be gratuitous.
I wanted lots of more female nudity.
Yes,
there was guy nudity.
There was a lot of
guy asses.
Well, that's what they do now, because it's more of a shock value. So they're all going to be naked and branded asses and all kind of weird stuff. And I'm like, it's not that funny.
I'll give you sophistication in this movie. Sophistication all came from Sleepy Guy, the sleepiest guy on Earth, Jeff Chang's dad. He's Sleepy Guy from Lost. There's sophistication.
Yeah, his character, too, was crap. I mean, every time they showed him, he had to have the symphony in the background.
Yeah.
How crappy was that?
Every single...
I mean, how stereotypical of an Asian father who wants to beat his kid up for not being I was like, come on. I could have got the angry Asian dad, but even when he was getting ready and he was in the car, it was like, it's just, of course he has to listen to Brahms. I mean, of course, why not? Why wouldn't he be listening to Tchaikovsky while he was driving down the street? I mean, it was like ridiculous. And then he beat the crap out of a guy with a bat. And then his loser friend punched him in the face and he walked out.
Yeah.
He hit some really weird, awkward dude with a bat.
No,
but then his friend punched him in the face and he walks out. I'm like, oh my God.
You tell him, Randy. You tell him, Randy.
I know. I mean, that part was kind of funny. I like that you tell him the Randy thing.
Yeah, you know what you're talking about, Randy.
That was funny.
Yeah,
I can't believe... The only reason why I would not say catch it on network premiere...
Yeah, Randy?
...is because... in today's society, especially with the movies that you watch, and I said this one's going to be R-rated and crude and whatever. right?
Yeah.
And some of the funny parts, if you caught it on the network premiere, they would have to edit some serious crap, right? They would have to edit the crap out of it, right?
Yeah.
So I would say you can't catch it on the network premiere because the funniest parts would be edited out. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining us at the Real Review Show. We appreciate your patronage tonight, and all of you, dude, get your hand off the switch. Get it off the switch.
If you're not going to say anything,
I am saying, get your hand off the switch and shut
so
up.
mine.
So you were entertained tonight by the Rooster and Baker.
The Geek.
And I am Samson. We appreciate you guys listening to us and taking care of us because we're all about you guys. so you can follow us on Baker. Take it away because
follow
this
us
idiot
on Twitter
is...
at Samson L Matador, at Baker the Geek, and at the Rooster BB. Thanks a lot for joining us.
You turned off his? Why would you turn off his?
Thanks a lot for joining us.
You turned off his, you idiot.
No. Thanks a lot for joining us.
We're too close.
We'll catch you next time.